the 8 paragraphs that would make up your background to the study. Now, first paragraph, you give a global perspective of community participation and academic performance. Now, this first paragraph should start with something like globally, comma, you continue. So you give a global perspective of the topic in your first paragraph. Now, paragraph 2, you give a national perspective. Whatever country you're in, Nigeria, the United States, you just give a general national perspective on community participation and academic performance. That is paragraph 2. Now, paragraph 3, you conceptualize. You conceptualize community participation, one of the variables. You pick one of the variables and you conceptualize it. You go to paragraph 4, you pick the second variable, academic performance, and you conceptualize it. When I say conceptualize, I mean explain it. This is like a glorified version of a definition. But this time you're not defining, you're explaining. So you explain this thing by conceptualizing them. That's your fourth paragraph, conceptualizing academic performance. Now your fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth paragraphs, these 4 paragraphs I just mentioned, would conceptualize your sub-variables, which I said are characteristics of your independent variable. So you already have 7 paragraphs on ground. The 8th paragraph would conclude the background to the study. It is this 8th paragraph, you say something like, based on the foregoing, you conclude. But if you want to make it 9, then the 8th paragraph would be the opinion of other scholars concerning this topic. You just give a brief opinion. You just give a brief opinion from other scholars. You can give about 2 or 3 scholars in one paragraph. You summarize it there in one paragraph, which will be the 8th paragraph. Then the 9th paragraph will conclude. But these scholarly opinions is not necessary. It's not particularly necessary because you're going to do it extensively in your literature review. So with these 8 paragraphs, I could give you an 80 to 90% assurance that your supervisor is not going to stress you. In 1 or 2 corrections, you should be done with your chapter 1. Then you proceed to chapter 2.